And next thing you know, I'm above my body and I can see the whole operating room. And I'm laying there on the stretcher underneath the lights, and the doctor is working on me, and the two nurses on this side. And I could hear what they were saying, and I could hear what they were thinking. And I just knew everything. Anything I wanted to see or know, I would know. And the one nurse was thinking about how she couldn't wait for lunchtime because she brought a really yummy tuna sandwich that she was going to share. The doctor was thinking, I can't believe I just did this. How did I just do this? Betty's going to kill me. And the other nurse was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm not going to say nothing. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. So then I wasn't panicked. I felt like myself. I wasn't thinking about, I had no feelings as in sadness or shock or anything like that. And then I thought, oh, what is my mom doing? I want to see what my mom's doing. So I just, as if there was no walls or ceilings, I look over and my mom is sitting in a chair with her head down. She's checking her watch. She's checking the clock on the wall, checking her watch. She's adjusting it, you know, the old-fashioned kind. And then I thought, well, I wonder what my grandpa's doing. Well, he's wandering down the hall with his hands behind his back in his three-piece suit. And he's thinking, I wonder what is taking so long. And he's looking at the posters on the wall and the pictures, and he's pacing back and forth. And this is back when you could smoke smoke cigarettes in the hospital. So the whole time they're both sitting there smoking. So, and then I thought, I wonder what my dad's doing. So I look over as if the house was only across the street, but it was actually maybe 3 blocks down the street. But I instantly, like that, I was there and I saw him and he's checking the fridge and he's wondering, why did she open another jar of peaches? He didn't know Grandma had told me to open a jar of peaches so that it would feel better for my throat when I got home. So, and then just like that, he's like, oh, I could hear the doctor working over my body saying, oh, thank God I got her heartbeat. And I saw my body laying there and I saw them put there's like an electric shock thing that they put on your chest. I saw the doctor do this and go clear and then put the shock on. And then like that, I was back in my body like a magnet, like my body sucked my soul back in. Again, I wasn't scared. I didn't know. And then as soon as I woke up in the recovery room, the nurses, they were all, whew. And during the operation, my grandma was looking through the window, trying to peek through the doors in the operating room because she wanted to see what was going on and what the heck was taking so long. So I woke up in the recovery room and there's everyone just looking at me like, oh, thank God she's opening her eyes. She's okay. Oh my God. And I said, oh, Mom, I saw you checking your watch. And then I saw you looking at the wall. And Grandpa, I saw you. You were walking down the hall and you were wondering what the hell was taking so long. I only say that because that's what they were thinking. And then, then I saw my grandma and I said, Grandma, I saw you peeking through the door. And she looked at the nurse and she said, I knew it. I knew he screwed up. I knew it. And he's damn lucky that she survived. So what happened was, after the operation, when he took the adult-sized tube out of my throat, because I was so weak and so sick for so long, my throat just collapsed. And I had a cardiac arrest in recovery, and I was actually pronounced dead before they brought me back. So being raised Pentecostal, from a very young age, we had a church bus pick up us neighborhood kids and take us to church and to Sunday school. So I knew about God and I knew there was an afterlife, but now I definitely know. I know. And I know there's a freedom, and I know I didn't turn around and look to see a bright light. I didn't see the hole or a bright light. I didn't see anything scary or traumatic. It was just peaceful, and I could do whatever I wanted. I could see whoever I wanted. I could hear what they were thinking. And I know that if I stayed out of my body, I could have done anything, gone anywhere, done anything. Anything is possible. So yeah, ever since then, I've never been afraid of death, ever. And I've tried to, whenever I tell my friends, they're like, oh yeah, right. Well, you can see them not really believing you, but being supportive. But yeah, that's been my experience, is I'm not afraid of death. And I know there's an afterlife, and I know there's nothing scary is going to happen. Nothing, not that I'm encouraging it, but it's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of at all. So after I told all of the people that were around my bedside when I woke up that I saw you doing this, and I saw you doing this, and I saw you doing that, my mom was terrified. She was Pentecostal, and she said, yeah, I was checking my watch. And she said, and Betty said, yeah, my grandma, Betty, she said, I was looking through the window, and Grandpa said, yeah, I was pacing the halls. And they were wondering, my dad wasn't there because he was at home, still mad about the peaches. So, and he verified, yeah, I was mad about the peaches. And they all confirmed to each other, but, it was too scary for them to talk about because they almost lost me. Maybe that's why I wasn't allowed to talk about it.